Hello everyone, so today I have something really exciting for all of you. So I have the samples for the Undated planners here. I have the B6 size and the A5 size here, and those are the only two sizes we'll be doing for the Undated pre-order this round. And it is going to be a pre-order, so that means that if you order one, you will get one. If you order two, you can get two. There are no limits, and we won't be sending in the order until everybody finish pre-ordering. And we will run pre-order for 2 weeks or so, and I'll put down all the information down in the description. So please check that out for the complete information and a summary of this video, so you just have all that information together. But yeah, so we will only be doing a pre-order for the B6 size and the A5 size. The reason is because it does take some time to design a planner, and the B6 size and A5 sizes are sort of similar and they're quite large, so it is easier to kind of spread it out and create a layout. But with the smaller sizes, it's just harder, especially for the narrower sizes such as weeks and TN size. It just takes a bit more time to think through the layout and the grid size and all of that. So if there are interests, those might or might not come later. But for now, we are just doing the B6 size and A5 size. And just to give you like a brief overview, these will be available in both the half-year option, which you can buy them separately. So as in, you can buy single half-year instead of buying a bundle of two, because these are undated. So you can do that, but please know that free shipping for the US does not kick in unless you spend $35 or over. And for international reduced shipping, which is $6 for Canada and $8 for everywhere else, those do not kick in until you spend more than $35 US, because we do cover the difference in shipping. So it's very expensive, especially when you're shipping out heavier planners, such as heavier products such as planners. So I just wanted to put that out there. So you can buy the half year just by itself if you want to, and you also have an option for the full year. But I also wanted to cover that the color options will be the black linen and mauve leatherette. So those are the two color options. They're exactly the same as the dated planner. If you're watching this video for the first time and you have no idea who I am and who Sterling is we basically release dated planners for 2023, and these were the two colors that were available, and only B6 was available for that. But I will link the video down in the description, so if you're interested, you can go check that out. But we're completely sold out, so we don't have any extra stock to sell for those, but we are doing a pre-order for these, just like how we did it for the dated version. Okay, sorry if that was really long-winded, but I just wanted to cover all the basics before I get started with the video, because I have people who just don't watch the whole thing, which is understandable because everyone's really busy. But I just wanted to cover the basics so you guys know where to look for the information. Okay, so again, B6 size, A5 size. The size, we have half-year option and full-year option. And the color options are black linen and mauve. And in any of the half year, A5, whatever, you have all of those options available. So the colors are available for all of them. Anyway, so I also wanted to say that unfortunately I only have the half year samples here, and these samples are kind of fake samples. What I mean by that is most of this planner is just blank pages. We only put in certain pages in here just to show you guys what the layout will look like, but we didn't want to print out the entire thing, because first of all, we wanted to get these sample quick so that I can show you guys, and second of all, we didn't want to waste the ink printing all the same pages over and over, especially when I have a dated product that I can show you the inside of. So wanted to cover that. So if I'm flipping through these and then you see a bunch of blank pages, that's why. It's not because the actual product will be blank. Okay, so Now, let me go into some other basic information for these. There are several options of pre-ordering for these. So you can either only buy the planner in the pre-order. So that's one option, right? Or you can add on the sticker packet, which has all the dates and all of that. And these will be undated, so you can use it for any year you want to. I made these pretty flexible, so you can start your first quarter in October if you want to, or if you want to start your planner in March, you can do that. You can do whatever you want to with these, and they're completely customizable. So that's one option. You can pre-order the sticker packet with the planners. So when you're buying these, it doesn't matter if you're buying A5 or B6, you can pre-order those planners with an option to add on the clear cover, if that makes sense. But you don't have to. If you don't want the sticker packet like this, and you want to get your own stickers from other shops, you're more than welcome to. But I know some of you just want to kind of have everything all together so you're ready to go for the whole year. Then you can, decide to add on the sticker packet. But that is optional. It doesn't automatically come with the planner. I just want to emphasize that if you buy the undated planner, it doesn't mean that it will come with the clear cover or the sticker packet. I also want to just talk about time frame. These are going to take a while to produce because we have to wait for everyone to finish pre-ordering. There will be a deadline. I will drop all of that information down in the description so you can check that out. And then once the pre-order is over, we're going to round up all the numbers and we're going to send it in for production, including the stickers. So the stickers won't be made by me in the office. It will be professionally made at a factory. And then they will only come in the washi material so that your planner can stay, not so bulky just from the dates. And then what else did I want to talk about? So it does take some time to get these made because it is a true pre-order, meaning that if you get one, you're guaranteed to get a planner if you order one, and there's no limit as to how many you can order. And I will only send in these orders for production once the pre-order is over. I will keep you guys updated as to what the progress is and when you guys might expect them. But as of now, I think with the holidays and everything, I think it might be March or early April. I'm not 100% sure, but I will definitely keep you guys updated. So let's dive right into the inside. Everything is exactly the same as our dated planner in terms of how many monthly spreads there are, how many dated pages there are, how many weekly pages there are, how many grid pages, blank grid pages there are in the back. Everything is the same except that there are no dates here in the calendar portion, but the grid pages in the back will have the page numbers right here, so that will stay the same, but everything else will be blank. And you can either choose to get our sticker packet or you can purchase your own sticker packet from other shops. I'm not sure who would make something like this, but the way I created the Undated planner, it's pretty open-ended, so you can probably buy from a lot of shops, I guess. But let me show you guys the inside. So this is the B6 size and this is the A5. And I'm happy to say that these two share the exact same grid size as the dated planner that we created here. So they're exactly the same. And that also means that you can use the same sticker packet. If you buy this, you can pretty much use this for both B6 and A5, with the exception of two sheets, which I'll show you. So for example here, because the column is narrower here compared to the A5, I think this is skinnier by 2 grids, but because it's a little bit narrower, the sticker was made narrow, but because it's washi sticker, you can definitely use the B6 sticker here too, but we will make A5 specific stickers for these packets. So you don't have to worry about that. But I'm just saying, if you were to buy, say, 2 B6 sticker packets, then you can still use it for A5 if you decided that you change your mind and you want to get the A5. just to throw it out there. But everything else is the same, including all the date numbers, and all of that will be exactly the same. So let me just like go into the actual layout of this. And it is a little bit tricky just because we did like a quick run of these samples, so it doesn't have all the pages and the exact arrangement of the pages, but I can compare it with the dated version to show you guys like what you can expect. So the first thing, when you open it, it will be exactly the same as the dated version, where you will see the common planner, but you won't see the year or anything, obviously. And then after that, you won't get this calendar page because it's undated. So this will just be a blank grid page, and then you will get 2 extra blank grid pages. And then after that, you will get a goal spread exactly like the dated planner. You will get a goal spread here. And then after that, it will be the quarterly section. So you can see that this is undated and this is dated. So the dated version obviously has all of this information, but the undated one that has nothing, but it's exactly the same layout. And this gives you a lot of freedom to play around with the layout the way you want to. First thing you can do is you can set up the quarter the way you want to. So for example, your first quarter might start from July, then you can do that. So let me quickly show you what that might look like. So I just threw in some stickers here. So these are all made using the sticker packet here, and there's going to be enough for the entire year if you choose to. So here you go. So I did put in the Q1, and Q1 and July through September are broken up, so you can choose to change up your quarter number for whatever specific months you want to set to. And I realized that, you know, your quarter might start from August, then you don't have to use the sticker and you can just write it out or something. But for now, the stickers are set to January to March, April to June, and July through September, and October through December. And then you get these stickers, priorities, July, August, September, all of these are stickers. And all of these are rectangular, so it's really easy to stick it in and match up with the grid. And then on the right-hand side, these are all blank, and I just put in the date strips, and you will get something like this where you get 1 through 31. Obviously, some months will have less than 31 days. Then in that case, you can just cut it out and then stick it in. And another thing we'll include in the sticker packet is the week dates. So you can see here, and obviously for every year, the weekdays are different, which is why we included 2 sheets. And we include 4 strips of Monday start, 4 strips of Tuesday, 4 strips of Wednesday, and so on and so on. So for each scenario, we have 4 strips, and we kind of looked at the calendars in the past, and if you have 4 strips of the same set, it will probably work out. But I have to double check on that in case we need to include 5 strips. But basically, you can just check the calendar and see when does July 1st start, and it's a Saturday start. So I just went to the Saturday start section and then put in that strip. But obviously you don't need to do this. You can still just use the header for July, August, September, and then you can just use this as a place to kind of write highlights without the date necessarily, or without the week date. It's all up to you. Again, this is very customizable because it's undated, and you can just make it into whatever you want. And now after the quarterly sections are done, you get 4 quarters for the full year, and then for the half year you get 2 quarters. So after that, you will get the monthly spreads, and you will get 14 of them, just the same as the dated one. The dated version starts from December and it ends on January of the following year. So that's 14 months for you, and it will be exactly the same in the undated. And it will be completely blank, and you can make it a Sunday start, you can make it a Thursday start, whatever you want to, you can make it. Unfortunately, in the sample, I think they made a mistake, so they flipped it, and then there was some mistake in the arrangement of the sheets. So I'm sorry, but I can only show you half of it, half side of it. So you will get a sticker like this that's on a big sheet like that, and you will get multiple sheets of this to cover this one and also the weekly spreads, if that makes sense. And then for, just to show you that these are stickers, I just made it Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, just to prove you that, just to show you guys that you can change up the weekdays. You can make it a Sunday start or Monday start. And then you will get these date dots that will fit exactly into one grid. So the layout will be exactly the same as our dated version. And you will also get the week number right here for the whole year. And then you will get 2 sets of that, because in case you're starting the year from middle of the year and you want to stick to the traditional week numbers, then you can do that. So you might end up with like 2 week 26, depending on how you're starting the year. And I'm sorry, again, this is like flipped, so there was a mistake. But ideally, you will be getting a spread like this. And then you will get 14 spreads of that. And this is size B6, by the way, and I'll show you the A5 size and how that looks in a second. So after 14 weeks, then you will start the weekly pages. And there will be enough weekly pages for 12 months for the full year and then 6 months for the half year. It will be exactly the same as the dated versions in terms of page numbers. And none of these pages are numbered, meaning the page numbers. There are no page numbers for the calendar portion of it, but the grid pages on the back will have page numbers, exactly like the dated one. So these are the weekly spread, and let me show you what this looks like in the Undated planner. So that's what it looks like, and it just it looks exactly the same. And the only difference is that we are not going to have this calendar portion, and the grid will be running all the way up to here. And let me show you guys what that looks like. And again, it looks a little bit different in the sample because I did this really quickly, and you won't, like right now this is blank, but the grid will run all the way up to here, right underneath the 8. So this is a sample spread that I made using the sticker packet. And again, you can make it a Monday start or a Sunday start because these are all stickers. And we created the sticker so that you can, let me bring it up. Can you see that this sticker is a little square? So you can start it from this point so that everything kind of lines up nicely. I know I really care about that, and you guys might not, but I just wanted to make it really easy to line these up perfectly, and they will look very similar to how we have it up here. And then let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so that's basically it. So the only parts that will be stickering is the month and the dates, and also the day of the week, and all of these will be included in the sticker packet. And then you will also get a sticker for 2 sets of the week number stickers here. You can either choose to stick it here, wherever you want to. Again, the grid will be raised all the way up here, so it will be easy to line up this month sticker on the left corner. So after that, it's basically just the weekly spread over and over until the year is over or the half year is over. And then you will get 370 pages of empty grid pages, and they will look exactly like the grid pages in the dated planner with the little tick marks. Everything will be the same, including the page number. So I know you guys really like the page number, so I wanted to point that out. And another difference I think I want to mention is that the cover is stiffer. I don't know if you can tell. So this is the dated version, so it's much thinner, and this is much more stiff. And I wanted to compare it to some of the other notebooks that I have. So this is Nanami, and so this is how it feels. And I just want to compare. I mean, they're pretty similar, I would say, the Nanami and the Common Planner. I mean, the new one. So it is stiffer. I mean, we definitely heard your feedback, and we did go in and put in some improvements. So that was one of them. So the cover will be thicker in the undated planner. I should have probably mentioned that at the beginning. So yeah, so that's basically what the undated planners are going to look like. And again, that will be available in both half year and full year size. And if you're curious about the sizing in terms of how it fits in different covers, I did do that in my dated planner video. So you can go check that out. It's, I think, towards the very back. And I also have a pen test. But by now, like, a lot of people have already put up videos, so you can definitely go on YouTube and just see what other people thought about the fit in terms of different, like, brands of planners. But I will show you what the A5 looks like, since that's brand new and nobody has seen it except for me. So let's put this away. Everything in terms of the layout and everything will be exactly the same in the A5 size. It will have the goal spread pages, it will have the quarterly pages, it will have the weekly pages, monthly pages, and then the dated, not dated, the blank grid pages in the back. That's 370 pages for the full year, and then for the half year it will be, I think, exactly half of that. What else? But I think everything else is literally exactly the same for the A5 and the B6 in terms of the content. And let me just show you kind of in terms of scale the difference. So this is the A5 size, and let me just compare it to the B6. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grids, and then in the A5 size, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grids here. So it's 1 grid extra. And it does have this margin around, which I like. I really like margins. I like my margins. I don't like grid running all the way to the end. And then this is the quarterly pages. And just to make it easier to look at, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with the stickers, because sometimes I think it's hard to see exactly what the layout is without the stickers. So this one I already stickered up, except for this month because it had less days and I didn't have scissors, so I didn't cut it up. But this is going to be identical to the quarterly pages that we have here. And you can see that this grid is going to be 2 grids wider than what we have in the B6. And over here, you can see that it's much wider and also taller. But in terms of the content, it's exactly the same. And all of these stickers are the exact same stickers I use in the B6. So let me show you what that looks like, so you guys can compare. Whoops, where is my, okay, here it is. So this is the B6, so you guys can compare. It's the exact same sticker. It came from the same sticker packet, and I just stuck it on, and that will be used for the A5. And again, it's the same deal with the strips, so you can, you know, modify it, customize it however you want to. And then these ones, I just use the same stickers I use in the B6, and it's just a little bit narrower, but it does work. But again, we are going to make a separate A5 specific sticker, so that can go in there. So when you're buying the sticker packet, there will be an option, I think, whether you want to get the B6 sticker packet or the A5 sticker packet. And then again, there was a mistake in terms of how they arranged these sheets when they made the samples. So I apologize for that, but that's what the monthly looks like. And obviously the monthly should be the whole spread. It's just that they like misarranged the sheets, so it doesn't look like a whole spread. It's just half of it. So, but at least it's the important half with the month, so I can show you that. So again, it's using the exact same sticker, so it will work for those. And then also these will be the same. These will be created specifically for A5, but if you had the B6 size, it also works. You just have to kind of center it in the middle, which is not hard. It's just like half a grid over. And then the date stickers are also exactly the same, because again, the grid is the same size in B6 and the A5. And the week number will also be included here, so you can add that in if you want to. So that's what the monthly spread looks like. And again, the columns are one grid wider. And let's just see how much higher it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in the B6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's one grid wider and one grid longer, taller. So that's a monthly spread. And again, you can make these like Sunday start if you want to. Same as the B6. That's why I messed up the weekdays, just to show you that there are stickers. And now let's look at the weekly section. So, oops. So the weekly section. Okay, let's see. So that's what the weekly section looks like. Again, it's just really clean. In terms of the hours, it's the same as the B6. So it starts from 6 a.m. to ends at midnight. But hi everyone, sorry, this is the editing Catherine speaking. I'm really sorry for the voice change. For some reason, the audio changed while I was filming for some weird reason. Thank you so much for your patience, and please continue on with the video. They're not military time, so you can choose to make it, 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. the next day if you want to, for those of you who are working like night shifts. And then again, this grid will actually raise all the way up to here, or actually here. And then you can just put that sticker right above the grid. But in this one, we made a mistake and we should have just raised it all the way up. And then these week number stickers will also be included again. So that's what the weekly spread looks like, and that's what the B6 looks like. This is A5, this is B6, and again, these are one grid wider than the B6. And this also means that you will have extra room on the bottom compared to the B6. For the B6, we only have 3 grids, and then for the A5, you just have a lot more on the bottom. And these will also get the same type of grid pages in the back with the page numbers. So like that. And you will get 370 pages. So that's what the A5 looks like. It's kind of funny to hold this because I've been looking at the B6 for so long that A5 just seems like, who are you? Okay, so that's the undated B6 and A5 size. So that's the B6, and this is the A5, and that is the fit for the A5. I'm not going to do B6 again because I've already done that in the B6 2023 planner review. But I wanted to show you guys how the A5 compares to the different planners that I have, other notebooks that I have, just to show you guys the size difference and how it fits in different covers. And I did want to mention that besides the cover thickness in our Undated planner, we're also going to make the grid just a tad bit darker. It's going to be a tad bit darker. It's not going to be drastically darker like a Hobonichi, for example, but it will be just a tad bit darker. We're going to do that. But if you're looking at these samples and they look really light, it's because the factory told me that when they're printing samples, it's kind of uneven, so things look lighter. So for example, like the planner that I was using, which was a sample this year, like this was a sample that I used for this year, and the lines are much lighter than the one that I sent out to you guys. So they just told me that, when they're making samples, it's just like, because they're only printing a few, I don't know how exactly it works, but that's what I was told, so I'm just relaying that to you. But we are going to make it just very slightly darker. Okay, so now I have a little, hold on, where is my, okay, so I have a little surprise for you guys. So if you're part of the Facebook group, which, I'm there a lot, and I'm also on Instagram a lot, but on Facebook group, I did kind of gave you guys a sneak peek of the new products that we will be releasing, which are notebooks. I won't show you all of them. I got some samples, but I will show you the A5 because I just wanted to show you guys like how it fits in different covers. So we will be releasing notebooks. That's 520 pages for the full, like the full year. Let's just call it full year. So we're releasing 520 page version and also 260 page version, which is equivalent to the half year. But it will be all blank pages, so you can see that this is all blank pages. There are no page numbers, absolutely no page numbers. It's just blank grid, and you will get the tick marks up top and on the bottom. And the grid size is exactly the same as the B6 again, and also the A5 planners. This is the A5. So this will be exactly the same size and thickness as the undated full year, and this is the half year. So you can see the size difference. This is the half year and this is the full year. I think, yeah, so these two will kind of be equivalent to, should be equivalent to the full size, but just a little bit thicker. But yeah, let me show you. And those notebooks will be coming a little bit later because they're still in production and we'll be launching them later, but we will have them in different sizes. I think the B6 size will come first because those went into production first. And we do have a few other sizes coming out, so look out for that. So let me show you guys. Oh, actually, before I do that, maybe I should just do a quick comparison to Hobonichi because I know there will be people asking. First of all, I just wanted to do a size comparison. I think our planner is definitely thicker than a Hobonichi because the new Tomoe River paper is a little bit thicker. So when you have like 500 pages, over, it just adds up. But let me show you guys, like, in terms of like the grid size and all that stuff, how that compares to Hobonichi. So this is my Hobonichi, and I'm going to just show you. So I did a quick comparison before, and the width is pretty much the same as the Hobonichi column. The length is, because my grid is longer, it kind of adds up, so you end up with less grid, but it just means that each row is going to be just slightly taller, but it's exactly the same as our B6 size planners. So in terms of the grid, the width, there's no difference. And then, like, that was completely like coincidence because we just added a 5mm margin for the B6, and it just ended up being very similar to the grid width of Hobonichi. Like, not that I was like measuring it out and trying to make it the same. But this is the monthly, and you can see that we don't have this wider strip on top, so you do get a little bit more space to write in, but in terms of the grid size, the what do you call that? The space, each square is pretty much similar, and obviously our weekdays are shorter than the Hobonichi ones, but we do have 6 rows, so that when you have 6 weeks, you get another full row of monthly squares. So that's that, and let's compare the quarterly pages because Hobonichi has a similar setup here. So let's see. I think I would say it's pretty much the same. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Maybe I'm one shorter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what happened there. Maybe they have a smaller square there because it looks pretty similar to me. Or like, I don't know. Now I'm curious. So maybe they have a smaller square. So this, yeah, it's exactly the same. I think they just made the square a little bit narrower. But yeah, it's exactly the same width as that too. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Now, Now let me show you guys what the fit looks like. So this is the full year equivalent. This is the half year equivalent. Oh, another thing I didn't cover is that it's not going to have gilded edges. Obviously, you already saw that. There's no gilded edge, and that's not going to be an option for the Undated, just because we're running a little bit behind. And I think a lot of people are also asking for the blank version, so we're going to do that. So now let me do the fit test. So the first step is this cover, which is one of my favorites, but I'm not using A5 at the moment, so I don't get to use it. But I absolutely love this. So let me try the, I'm curious about this because my Hobonichi was pretty tight, so I wonder how this half year would fit because it's thinner. I don't think the full year is going to be a good match, but I mean, that fits pretty well, I think. So that's what it looks like. It fits. The corners are just a little tricky. I think this cover was actually, I think it was made for A5 slim size. I'm not even going to try the big one because I really don't recommend that. And then this one is also a popular one, even though I'm really scared of this one because it rubs off on my other planner covers. But let me show you guys what that looks like. So when you do these covers, you have to flip it back. This. So that's how it fits. That's how it fits. It's comfortable. There's no issue here. But let me try the full year. Should always flip it like this. Take it off. So you have the bend of cover. And you're taking these. Okay. Let me put the full year in there. Should be fine, I think. But let's see. It fits fine when you just do this, but let's see. I don't like putting my, I really don't like putting in the front flap in here, but it fits fine. So this cover works. This is the Superior Labor. I don't know what this cover is called, but they don't have that many options, so I'm sure you will be able to see it. The first cover was also by Superior Labor as well. That's how it fits. And then, so these two are both Superior Labor. Now the Louis Vuitton. So this one, I'm gonna slide it in the back. I know this one is a roomy one, so you shouldn't have too much problems, but yeah, you can definitely grow with the full year. The half year is probably going to be slim, just because how like spacious this is. You can probably put 2 of these in there. So that's that. That's the Louis Vuitton Desk Agenda. And now let's try Giglio Zip A5. I love this cover, but again, not really an A5 right now, so it's upside down. Okay, so it's the A5 zip. Let's try the full year first. It's fine, it fits fine. So yeah. It doesn't hit the hand loop. Let's try the half here. It shouldn't be a problem at all. I mean, that's really comfortable. So this would be perfect. I won't be using an A5 planner anytime soon, but I definitely want to use this with a notebook that's A5 size. Okay, so now let me put that away. So that was Giglio. Now let me try the Giglio. This is a Punto, A5 of Punto. So let's try. What's weird to me is that Giglio B6 is so roomy, but the Giglio A5 is very tight compared to Vandersbeck. And Vandersbeck has the opposite problem. The B6 is too tight, and then the A5 is too spacious. So this fits fine. like that. And then I think it's actually perfect for the half year. And then the full year is going to look like this. I mean, it fits, but it's going to be tight once you fill this up. So that was Giglio A5 Appunto. Lastly, we have the Vanderspec. So it had, like I said, Vanderspec A5 is so spacious, like things just swim in there. I don't know why. But the B6 is so tight. So, see, this is, I know this has no problem. Yeah, so that's the full year. And then the half year is going to be right here. And I think these ones, like, I think all of these should be fine with a clear cover. I don't know about the Giglio. I think the Giglio, like, look at the height. There's so much room, so you can definitely put a clear cover on that. But let me see with the Giglio one. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think you can definitely put a clear cover on this, I think. But I have to test it once I get the clear covers. So yeah, so these are the undated planners. And like I said, I'm going to drop all of the information down in the description, so please check out the description for the pricing, for the pre-order details, and all the other good stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!